Good morning and welcome to Book a Day. Today we're going to take a quick look at the book We Will Be Like Him. This is a book about growing toward God at every age of life. We Will Be Like Him introduces contemporary psychological thinking on adult development to the interested general reader as the foundation for growth in Christian discipleship. There's a lot of research, a lot of work being done on adult formation in many different aspects: moral formation, sexual formation, faith formation, ego development. And this book really tries to present the essentials of that in a way that the man in the pew can look at how they can grow as a Christian, how they can grow in their prayer life, how they can grow closer to God. It really isn't just a book of information. It's kind of presented as a work of art. When you look at a work of art, you kind of look at it, you move around it, you look at it again. And so as each of the chapters are presented, the person's invited really to look at themselves. They begin to learn new things about themselves. They read examples and they can see themselves or see other people and begin to discover new things about the way they respond to the grace of God. And finally, near the end, there's a chapter on spirituality and integrating all of that together, and a very practical chapter at the end, developmental thinking and putting what we know to work. I just want to read one chapter to you as a sample of this style. This is on page 93, Taking Stock. Growing into the conventional stages of development. The image of embeddedness is the place to start. Recall that Keegan, who's one of the writers in this area, uses this to describe how at every point in our lives, some attitudes, concepts, values, and understandings are so intimately bound up with who we are that we cannot find a point of view outside them to see them for what they truly are. They are too much a part of us. We do not, as he says, have them, they have us embedded within them. An example would be patriotism of the my country, right or wrong variety. And this is an example of a value that so possesses a person that she is embedded in it. Development is marked by transformations in understanding. So how do we develop? It happens through transformations in understanding. We learn to step out from what we have been embedded in, so that we can see it and appreciate it and evaluate it. We then can decide if we wish to remain related to that attitude or value or understanding by choosing to embrace it. But we are free with regard to it. We have a place to stand outside it. But of course, this place to stand is itself embedded in a new and more complex, and it is to be hoped more accurate perspective on ourselves, other people, and the world. So this would actually be a wonderful book for sisters and staff to read who work in the book centers, because if we're a little more aware of the stages of development, we have more tools with which to help people. We can kind of take an idea of where they are, or where they might be from what they're saying, and we then would have a better grasp of where to direct them in the book center, or of certain things we might say that would help them grow. It's amazing. When I give talks, a lot of times I'll talk about stages of life or talk about spiritual direction, and I'm just kind of amazed over and over. People are like, what is that? What is spiritual direction? I want to learn how to grow. I want someone to help me. They don't have the tools. This kind of information is not available or readily available to the person in the pew. And because of that, people aren't going to come walking in and say, please show me the personal growth section, I want to grow. This is the kind of book you really will have to keep your eye out for the person who really wants to grow, for the person who is maturing, for the person who's not happy with where they are, the person who wants to develop a stronger faith and can't understand the obstacles within themselves that are making that difficult. This is the kind of book you would need to keep on your back shelf. or not on the back shelf, but keep in your back pocket ready to offer them, because they're ripe for this kind of information, and they'll be so freed when they find this kind of information. It's a tremendous service to give people the information and the formation that will help them grow, that will help them use and see spirituality in a much more integrated way. So thank you, and God bless. Have a good day. Bye.